people. Now, many Ukrainian civilians are simply stuck, hunkering down, trying to avoid bombs and bullets, while also looking for food and water and trying to keep warm. Joining me now is Marія Карпуша. Masha was a student in Kyiv who managed to flee to Germany when the fighting started, but her father is still in Ukraine. Masha, thank you very much for taking the time to join us. I want to talk about your father because you had to say goodbye to him. You left him behind in Kyiv. What is he telling you right now?
He contacts us like once or twice a day just to say that he's alive. And we talked yesterday for like 30 minutes because he had the mobile connection, because there is no electricity or water in Gostomel, and Russian soldiers are blocking the mobile connection, so it's hard to contact your relatives who are out of the city. And he told about awful things that's going on there. Basically, a few days ago, a man, my dad and his friends were forced to watch a man dying for 12 hours because this man needed surgery, and there is no way doctors can get in Gostomel or people can get out of this city. So I can't even imagine what my dad is experiencing right now.
Masha, you mentioned that, he's got intermittent access to signal. There's fear of running out of food and water and even access to electricity. Is that what your father is relaying to you right now?
Can you repeat again, because I didn't hear you?
Are you worried that your father is going to be running out of food and water and access to electricity?
Yes, I am. But in our house, there are a lot of food, but the problem is that can't get to our house because it's on the central street of the city, and it's the place where all the battles are, and the street is basically covered with dead bodies. He's at his friend's house, so I hope there is enough food there. And they found a garage of the mayor of the city that was filled with food and medicine. And the mayor is killed right now.
And you sent us a photograph, a video of, the bunker that your father and his friend are in right now. Give me a sense of whether your father feels that the worst is over or whether the worst is yet to come. You've got so many Ukrainians that are seeking refuge, underground to try and make it through.
I don't know, the stuff he's telling us is getting worse and worse. They're killing the civilians. They're throwing civilians out of basements where they hide. They tell people you have 15 minutes to pack your things and leave. And a few days ago, he said that they're shooting at everything that moves. They are bombing civilian buildings with flats for days. I don't know why. They're just civilians and they're shooting there from tanks for 5 or 6 hours. Yeah, I hope that the worst.
Masha,
Yeah.
Masha, you left quite early on, didn't you? You were able to go to Germany. Was there a sense before the war started, like many people had anticipated, said, well, we don't think that Putin would go this far? Were you having those conversations with your friends? And why did you leave when you left, and why did your father stay behind? It's so interesting in hindsight to look back at the warning signals, but yet many people just are in such shock and disbelief about the current situation.
Yeah, so basically, I've never talked with my friends about this. One of my best friends left the city a month or 2 months ago. Her parents just sent her out of the country. And my dad, he said, Russia will never do it. And my mom was kind of worried about the possibility of war, but we had some other stuff going on. And I never believed that this will happen. And on the day war started, my mom woke me up by calling me and saying what I need to do. And my grandparents took me from my flat because I live alone. And then my aunt and uncle arrived and they proposed me to go with them to Poland. And I didn't want to go, but mom said that I should. And then dad forced mom to live with my sister. And dad stayed because he wants to defend the country. But in the situation he's right now, he doesn't have the possibility to defend because he's not a soldier. He has never had a gun in his hands, like in his life. So he wants to help, but there's no way he can right now.
Well, Masha, I really hope that you and your family are united and reunited very soon, and I wish you all the best. Thank you for sharing your story with us.
Thank you.
Organizations from around the world are on the ground in Ukraine and neighboring countries